What's up? It's Angela Yee. Way Up with Angela Yee. Jasmine Brand is guest hosting with me, and John Legend is on the line. What's up, John Legend?
What's up, Angela? How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing great.
Is this your home? This is nice.
Yeah, this is my bar. So I have a piano on the other side of this laptop, and then this is the bar behind me. You see a few trophies behind me.
Look at
Got
all
some
those
wine.
look all those
No, no,
awards back there.
listen, not a game.
Yeah.
We loved your performance, by the way, at the Grammys and seeing that. That was one of the highlights of the night with DJ Khaled.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. I had a blast, and obviously was in legendary company with so many great MCs and being a part of that record. And we were. I didn't know if they would ever figure out a way to do it on the show because it's so long. I was like, there's no way
Eight
they're gonna
minutes.
That's a
let Jay
long
do
song.
his full 4 minute verse plus the rest of the song, but they let us do all of it. So I was happy.
Does anything phase you at this point? Like, do you ever get like flustered, nervous? What excites you?
I still get excited about the Grammys. I still get, those little butterflies because you're singing in front of all your favorite people and people you look up to, and if there's any moment to get nervous, I feel like that would be a moment to do it. But other than that, I don't really get nervous for my shows or anything like that. But moments like that, that's pretty special.
The last time I saw you, you were announcing your Vegas residency, Love in Las Vegas. That was a while ago.
Yes.
And that was,
Yes, and we
with
had an
I Heard.
amazing year. We did the show throughout 2022, and it was really incredible. We had so much fun.
And today, by the way, is also Valentine's Day while John Legend is joining us. So
Yes.
I know that,
Yeah.
first of all, I know the playlist for the streams for John Legend be popping on
Going up
Valentine's
on
Day.
Valentine's. Run them up, run them up.
Run them up. I do very well on Christmas and Valentine's Day.
What
So
what what song
these are my best days.
what song does the best I wonder on Valentine's? What's your song that does
Oh,
the
all
best?
of me is always perennial, and it's my biggest song, and people still dedicate that song to people a lot. But we've got songs on the more recent albums like Nervous. We've got Wild and I
Honey,
Don't Love You Like I Used to. We got a few.
Wonder Woman, we love that.
I don't love you like
Wonder
you used to.
Woman, exactly. Those records are really beginning to be dedicated a lot too. I think Wonder Woman will be a good Mother's Day song too, because I really think it's
Mm.
a great song for the mothers too.
Yeah, and look at Chrissy, mother of three now, which is
I
amazing.
know, isn't that wild? Isn't that wild?
3 is a lot of
We,
kids.
it's a lot, and I don't know. We might not stop. We might keep going.
She like can't stop, won't
What how
stop.
many what would you stop maybe at 5 or
I feel like four feels good to me.
4
Four feels
feels
good to
good.
me.
Okay.
I'm one of four myself. Chrissy came from a smaller family, so I think she missed that a little bit, and so she loves the idea of us having a brood. Everybody coming over for Sunday dinner and having a bunch of grandkids, all that good stuff. So,
Oh.
we're building a family over here.
Skin looks popping too, by the way.
Oh,
Mhm.
thank
Okay.
you. Got that loved one popping.
I did actually get a chance. I got some of you saw my products that I
I
have.
saw your products in her bathroom.
Yeah, so I
Yes,
did manage to get
and
it.
they really work for me, and I use them all the time. And I'm not just hawking them; I'm using them myself. I'm not just I'm a client and the player president. Um,
Your
um,
skin is
and
You
amazing.
got good skin, yeah.
yeah, I love it. I love that we're making it so affordable and accessible. I feel like so many celebrity skin lines come out, and most people can't even afford to buy it. And so we really wanted to make this something that everybody could afford. It's in CVS, going to be
Hmm.
in Walmart in March, and we're going mass with it.
Congratulations on that, because that's not an easy thing to do to get that shelf space. I actually went into CVS, and you have a huge display. As soon as you
Yes,
walk in, I was like, "Whoa, John
We
Legend's
saw
in
we
here."
saw it last night.
yes, yes. CVS has been very supportive and taking good care of us, and we appreciate it. And take a step in there and grab some loved one, and I really think you'll love it if you try it.
Everything is between $10 and $15 too, which I agree with you. Like that price point is amazing because sometimes I'm like, "Why is this $97?" Or
Right, right.
it's ridiculous.
Exactly, and we're like we formulated it for melanin rich skin, so we're targeting it to brown and black people, and you can't be like I'm making this for us, making this for people of color, but then make it so unaffordable that a lot of folks can't afford it. And so I'm like, let's make sure we put it in places where folks shop and at prices folks can afford.
The other thing I was going to say is for men too, for them to see you actually with this product, because every guy I've ever dated, I'm the person that's the reason why they started using better skincare products. And
Yes,
I
you
feel,
make them step their game up.
yes, I'm like, you have to exfoliate because you do have the exfoliation. Because you
Yes.
know when a guy has the dead skin on his face and his
Yeah.
skin looks kind of dull and
Yeah.
pores all clogged up.
Yeah.
But it's important for men to also know you can't just use regular soap and regular lotion on your face.
Yeah, you gotta. Well, what we've learned, especially with people of color, is that we actually lose moisture more quickly too. So a lot of our products not only cleanse, but they moisturize at the same time. So it's really making our skin smoother, silkier, more moisturized and hydrated.
Another thing, and I had a suggestion for another product for you.
All
Okay,
right.
a beard oil because
Okay.
um,
Yes. So we already have a shave cream and we have
yes,
toner, which helps after the shave. And so I think a beard oil will be great.
only because you ever have a guy like kiss you and put his tit, and then your face breaks out from his face.
Yes.
Yeah.
See, we're getting good advice from you. You've been training these men on how to get themselves together, and you're helping us. And ours is unisex too, so it's for everybody. Men and women can use it. Everybody shaves, so you can use our shave cream, you can use our toner, our moisturizer, all that good stuff.
I was going to ask, I have sensitive skin. So is something, your product good for sensitive skin?
Yes, I talked to my cousin actually. She tried it and she was saying she has sensitive skin and it worked really well for her.
Okay.
And so I really think it's for everybody and you'll love it. And I really think we leaned into that moisturizing aspect of it because, like I said, we lose moisture more quickly. And then some other things we learned about darker skin tones is that we have more hyperpigmentation.
Yes.
So we're working on a product for that. We're working on a few other things, and everything we do, we put people of color in mind first. So, so many skincare products are developed with us as an afterthought,
Yeah.
and so we decided let's make a brand where we're at the core of what the formulations are about and the product development is about.
And you have a toner also, which I tried all the products already. By the way, I use it today
Yes.
because I don't like it.
I just got my hair shaved this morning, and I put the toner on afterwards, and it feels really great.
We love things we can spray on our face.
I like that. I have one suggestion. Now, I know Ange gave you a suggestion. I have a suggestion. Well, I have two really quick. Maybe something for under the eyes.
Okay.
For women, men too.
Yes.
And also, what about something for brows? Like just to keep our brows tamed a little
Look,
bit.
we're already expanding his line. He just
So-
put it
You're
on.
making me
so keep
more of a
those.
makeup line.
But we need to moisturize. Black and brown people need to
Yes.
moisturize. So,
Under their eyes.
Yes.
For
That-
nighttime, okay?
Duly noted.
Okay.
Duly noted.
Like we know what we want. Now, listen, your schedule is so crazy right now. So you are stepping back from The Voice for a season. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'll be back, but I'm out this season. This is Blake's last season. And so we got to send a lot of love to Blake. He's become a good friend of mine over the years. We've done, 6, 7 seasons together, and he's been part of the show since the very beginning. So we're all going to miss him. But this is his last season, and then I'll be back. But I felt like this was a good time to take a little break. We had a baby, got a lot of other stuff going on, and I'm taking a little break.
Okay.
And you did the piano sessions album, which I love. The nice strip
Yes.
down. It feels good to sit. That's a good Valentine's Day thing to listen, album to listen to.
That is. It's a
today.
perfect-
We did it
Yeah.
on purpose, Angela. We did it on purpose. We wanted
Marketing
it out.
genius.
Yes, we did it in time for Valentine's Day because we felt like it was a vibe for Valentine's Day. And, I make albums that are fully produced with all the instrumentation, all the beats and everything. But people always love when I strip down my performances, when it's just me on the piano. And I do that a lot on stage, but I haven't made a full album like that since I've been signed. And, that's almost 20 years. So it was time for me to do a piano version of my album. And people have been loving it. They just love the feel of it, love the different takes that I put on each song. Because some of the songs are up tempo, they're dance songs, but I did a different, treatment to the song with the piano versions, and it came out really good.
I think what's cool about it is we all know that you can sing, but since it's stripped down, we all are reminded
Right.
that you can sing.
And some of the lyrics are a lot sexier than I realized when I'm listening to the
Yeah,
stripped down.
when
You're
you
like,
listen,
whoa, John.
I can be nasty sometimes. I try to keep it classy and nasty at the same time,
Classy and nasty. Okay, you ain't got 3 kids for nothing.
A lot of practice going on in the house.
Everybody, we got to be fruitful and multiply out in the world,
All right, Nick Cannon.
keep the population going.
Now, I was saying, I was telling Ray J the other day that I used to love Valentine's Day because my parents, my dad in particular, would always get me a Valentine's Day present. So Luna's old enough to know about, that. So do you do anything like for your kids for Valentine's Day also?
Well, they have all these rituals at school now. They got to bring the cards to school for everybody. So we help them prepare their Valentines for their classmates. I haven't gotten a gift for Luna for Valentine's Day, but maybe I should.
You should. I remember that to this day.
Yeah.
That was always. Yeah. Now the difference is my dad was a little more frugal, so it was always on the 15th. So I got this. I got the side chick.
He got it on sale.
Off. Yeah.
No, you definitely should get Luna something.
Yeah, you should. I think
That's
she'll love that.
That's a good idea. That's a good idea. I like that idea.
And then I think Chrissy could get Miles something.
I like it.
Angela has all the suggestions.
I know, I have all these suggestions for you.
They remember, we'll I'll do a daddy-daughter date with her and just take her to lunch by herself, and they remember it for months and months and months. They'll remember what we ate, remember where we went.
That's so
sweet.
Yeah.
And you are going on tour, right?
I'm not. I'm doing shows. I have a show tonight at the Walt Disney Concert Hall here in LA. But I'm doing spot dates, really, we call it, here and there, because I didn't want to tour this year because of the kids and just slowing down a little bit. And I'll tour again probably next year, maybe go back to Vegas again too.
Oh,
but
nice.
This year I'll do shows, so you'll hear me announcing shows throughout the year. We already announced one at Wolf Trap in Virginia, outside of DC. We have the ones here in LA, and we'll announce them throughout the year, but it won't be a full tour.
And I saw you were a little bit concerned about how Luna and Miles would feel when you brought Esty home. So what was that like for them when they got to meet their little sister?
Apparently I was wrong, because they have been so good. They've been so loving and just great big siblings. They're embracing their new role.
Isn't it funny how we feel like we know his whole family? Like I feel like I know Chris.
We see them on social media, so we feel like, oh, Luna's getting so big. I remember when. We feel like we're part of it.
And you guys do share with us, which I appreciate, because I think for a lot of people it makes you a lot more relatable too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and it'd be, for us, we feel like it'd be hard for us not to share, because so much of our life is, what we do at home. Chrissy's business is what we do at home. It's cooking, it's making cookbooks, it's really around our family and what we do as a family. And then my songs are about my family, about my love, about my relationships. And it would feel weird for us to just hide all of that and still, be out in the world, representing our family that way.
Can you cook?
Oh yeah, I can cook.
What's your best dish?
Well, I make pancakes every Sunday.
From scratch?
Yes, from scratch. I have my recipes in Chrissy's book, and I make it every Sunday for the kids, and they love it. I spoil them, because anybody else that makes pancakes for them, they're very tough on them. But then I make soul food too, so I make fried chicken.
How about mac and cheese? Oh, mac and cheese. Okay.
Mac and cheese. My mac and cheese is on point.
Okay.
Collard greens on point. I make some good soul food.
Okay.
All right. And the last thing I want to talk about is songs I wrote about Chrissy.
Yes.
What's her favorite one? As far as your series and you talk about, what's her favorite song? Right now,
she's been singing Wonder Woman a lot around the house.
Oh.
And she loves that one. Nervous, she loves from the new album. She loves Stardust a lot from the new album. Actually, that might be her favorite.
Okay, Stardust. All right, I love it. And then you have By Your Side. That was one of my favorite Sade songs, by the way. So I love the fact that you remade that. I love Sade.
We were listening to it before.
I'm a big Sade fan. I opened for her 12 years ago on her last tour. And then a bunch of people on my team are big Sade fans. And I was asking them, what should I cover on this piano album, and one of them suggested By Your Side, and I was like, oh, that's the one.
Has
Yeah.
she heard it?
And I don't know if she's heard it,
Okay.
but I hope she has, and hope she receives it with the love and the homage that's intended. But I loved singing it. It really felt great when I just started trying songs out on the piano, seeing what felt the best, and By Your Side just felt so good.
I love that song.
That's pretty.
And you know what? One more. I know I said that was my last question, but I have one more business-wise question for you. Because we're looking at all these artists that are like selling, they're publishing. We're looking at hypnosis and all of
Yeah.
that. What are your thoughts on that? As far as, because we see like the Michael Jackson deal was huge, Justin Bieber, and I know a lot of people don't understand the science behind that. So for you, as a great business person, John Legend, somebody who has a huge catalog, can you explain the thinking behind that? And even for you cutting a deal like that?
Well, I did. I cut a deal on some of my earlier publishing catalogs, so some of that has been sold. And to me, it was about diversifying because when you're completely relying on your main um, thing, which is music, then you're subject to the whims of that particular business, and I felt like why not diversify, get some of that money in cash, invest in different things, and diversify my portfolio. So basically, for me, it was a way of diversifying, and I felt like at the time that it was offered to me, that it was a really high premium being offered, and I felt like this is the right time to do it, and it'll allow me to invest that cash into other things, other businesses, so I'm not completely reliant on music as a stream of income.
It's really smart.
Yeah. Okay, good. I just like for people who are in the business to clarify things, because sometimes on social media people weigh in, but it is important to hear the real deals behind the deals.
And you still, like, if you do it right, you can still retain enough control so your next songs aren't being used in ways that dishonor the songs and dishonor your name. So you can have all that kind of thing negotiated where you're still having enough control, because really, if you don't control your publishing and you have no say over how it's used, it can be all over the place without your permission. And so you got to be careful about what you allow people to do with your music, even if you sell some of the rights away. So my lawyers are very careful about all that, and we made sure we did the right thing and didn't do anything that's going to embarrass me later.
Can you imagine? No. Okay.
I have a quick question,
No,
Ange.
Yeah.
We did let Kenya mangle ordinary people and you people.
Oh, that's right.
Did you watch?
We did watch that.
They had
That
David.
was so,
they had
That was
David
so
Duchovny.
funny. That was so funny. My question is for artists that typically they're not in a position where they own their publishing like that. Typically, they make most of their money from what, touring?
Well, most artists have some rights to their publishing, and they may have a publishing company that administers it or handles it for them, but they usually own at least a portion of their publishing.
Okay.
But the thing is, if you're a full artist that can play live, do all these other things, you can make a lot more money. And I've made a lot of my money through touring, through performing live. And if you're able to do that, it can definitely be a huge part of your income.
Okay.
And it's a bigger part of my income than any other piece of my business, playing live. And if you can do that, it's a beautiful thing. And nobody owns that except for you. It's your presence, it's your voice, it's your appearance. And if you can do that and make a lot of money doing it, it can really take over as the biggest income stream for you. And it has been for me.
Okay.
Well, thank you so much. We appreciate you checking in. I'm going to keep on checking up on my skin. I've been using Loved One for about 3 days now. So
All right, now let me know how it goes. And if you got more product suggestions, I'm here.
No, we know the line is going to continue to expand and grow. And congratulations. I know
Congratulations.
it's not easy to get into a Walmart. It's not easy to get into a CVS, and because there's not a lot of space for new products to come in.
Absolutely.
So the fact that you've been able to get in there, I'm excited for it. And I think it's going to be great for people who can actually now afford these types of high quality products.
Thank you so much, Angela. Great to see you. Jasmine, great to meet you.
Good to meet you too. Thank you.
Y'all take care.
All right. Take care.
All right. Bye-bye.
Way up.